Tristop and Brodin Damp, your old pal Vandy in sicko mode. Let's get him started. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The player on your right is Brodin Damp, and some of you OGs will have watched Brodin Damp during his heyday, in which he won 2 Classic Tetris Monthly Masters events in April of 2020 and October of 2020, both of them handily against the legend Corian. So Brodin taking out Corian twice in the same year, 3-1 and then 3-0. Brodin also finished second in a Classic Tetris Monthly Masters events in that same year, and that was Eric ICX, August 2020. I think a really critical time, crucial, monumental time for the Classic Tetris Monthly and the Classic Tetris overall scene. He has got 4 appearances in the Classic Tetris World Championship, including in the online years the online year, first one, 2020, where he finished in the top 8, came back in 2020. Oh, he did play in 2019 as well. And who did he go out to? He went out to Terry Purcell. So Brodin Damp, really super OG, played in CTWC 2019, went out to, one of the old veteran players. And anyway, did finish in the top 8 2022. And 2024, we won't talk about that. 126 here for Brodin Damp, 150 for Tristop. Of course, Tristop, as a very accomplished player as well. Most recently, the winner of CTWC Canada in Montreal and the CTWC Philadelphia Regional as well in June. Has finished second place 3 times in the CTM Masters event, all of them in 2021. Losing to Hydrant Dude in the finals, Tommy NTG, and Dog Playing Tetris. Now, Tristop, of course, you also know from his most recent amazing run in the Classic Tetris World Championship, finished in the top 4, going out to the eventual winner, Alex T. So both of these players, deep pedigrees, long-time participants in the Classic Tetris scene. And I'm excited for this match. I'm excited that Brodin's here in Masters again, coming in at seed number 13. 274 for Tristop, 256 for Brodin Damp. Brodin also known for the so-called Brodin opener, putting that Z over in 4-5 L123. Tristop, of course, known for probably the most comprehensive adjustment guide that you can find on YouTube. Very, very helpful YouTube guide for all the named adjustments. I highly recommend boning up on that. 309 Tristop, 348 for Brodin Damp. Deck says it's the best opener. Now, we can't 100% see their hands, but Tristop, we can tell, is rolling. And right now, it looks like we have maybe Brodin playing Das, but we know Brodin as a tapper. We know Brodin as a roller. So really liable to switch between play styles at any given moment. He's crazy like that. And we had a contribution to the prize pool in the amount of $30. Thank you, Wendigo. Really appreciate that. $30. Prize pool's up to $13.35.35. Now, he could be tapping as well. I'm not sure if he's tapping or dashing, but he's got the, you know, the traditional dash grip right now is what I can see. He's liable to do anything. He tapped with his grip at CTWC. All right, Zempro with the offline facts. And yes, the star does indicate the number of CTM Masters events or CTM majors that he's won. $475 for Tristop, $537 for Brodin Damp. And Brodin's the first one into 19 at $561. Tristop is going to get a Tetris into 19 as well, $508. So right now, Tristop back by about 2.5, 2 2/3 Tetrises. And Brodin with that S flat on that right side burns away very easily. Good Tetris. Good use of the S flat. It's pretty, you know, it's used very well at the professional level. Maybe some of us amateurs don't use it as much. But it's good because it leaves you basically that one burn line that you can burn away, as opposed to taking a double or some other moves that you can take that burn extra lines. $677 Brodin Damp, $638 for Tristop. Oh, Stolen Short Sword wants it, instead of Dash Masters, to be Thumb Masters. And, you know, so any thumb-oriented playstyle is allowed. $724 Tristop, $737 Brodin. Tristop gets a Tetris, $753. He's basically in the lead by about 9,000 points when the lines are tied. Vandy, what is your favorite and least favorite Tetris piece? I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty. I don't have any hot take. I like the long bar. I like the T. Also, I know I shouldn't, but I like the T. And the Z piece I don't like. $828 Tristop, $842 Brodin Damp. There's a Tetris Brodin, $873, $860 here on 25. So pretty good paces here. Tristop, first one to 26 and to cross the 200 line barrier. What's Brodin's playstyle? Right now, he's probably almost certainly tapping. We have seen him roll in the past. Invictus Rage says, are you feeling better after your nap? No, I'm actually feeling worse. Not for having napped, but just because of the progression of whatever I'm experiencing. $765 for Tristop, $748 Brodin. And we're just about 15 lines away from 29. Players getting a little droughted now, so Brodin's board looking kind of a mess, and it's very dependent. We'll see what he can do. He gets a bar in, but that's not going to be enough to bring it down. Tristop's got the max out. Brodin Damp does not, and Tristop is going to take game number 1. GG. Game number 2, Tristop and Brodin Damp. Tristop 1 game to none, 3-2-1 Tetris. Oh, Seed Checker. Thank you. Thanks for policing me and my forgetfulness. I'm just really brain foggy right now. Brodin ahead by the 1 push-down point. He's got those, oh, Brodin, yeah, he's got something to figure out here. Oh, no, he's going to misdrop that T, so what can he do? He's scrambling. He gets that long bar all the way to the left just to kind of bowl out the middle of the stack here. Looks like... Oh, no, that Z to the left just when he was basically out of it. He's going to get himself right back into trouble. Should still be dealable with, though. Okay, just one piece away from uncovering that right side. He covers the well, and he's low enough where it shouldn't be a problem, but you still want to get that one last Tetris. Just to confirm that you are indeed out of it. Just bar timing. Pretty bad right now for Brodin. He's going to take a skim. Safe board now. Still a little dependent board here. Long bar down. Okay. You get that Tetris, and you feel like, yes, the dig is over. Even though you're probably safe, you still want to get that. You don't feel 100% comfortable until you get that last Tetris. 160 for Brodin, 212 for Tristop. Clip it and ship it to Line Spin Media. If you hear me go away for extended periods of time, you know, like 10, 20 seconds, just assume it's for your sake. Believe me, right now. 307 Tristop, 231 for Brodin Damp. All right, Tristop trying to just trying to work on that gap there in column 3. No worries, Invictus. Thank you. Brodin Damp back by about 80,000 points. Long bar over. Okay, ooh, it just kind of barely got over. Kind of rotated it last second. Or maybe sometimes it's what it looks like when it doesn't, when you don't register an input the first time. Tetris Brodin 349. Tristop waiting on the bar. Oh yeah, I got all the, you know, the whole, you know, tearing up, you know, the eyes, and you're kind of sick and your eyes tear up. So I can't see, I can't talk, excuse me, I can't breathe. I'm feeling good, but I am enjoying Tetris. And this would be a good time to mention that if you want to support the channel and you are an Amazon Prime member, you get every single month a Twitch Prime subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice. It's use it or lose it. Well, it's free for you. It gives the streamer an added little boost. So if you are an Amazon Prime member, consider using it on this channel where we've brought you classic Tetris action, or at least I've brought you it for 6 years. In September is 6 years. Like, this is September since I took over CTM, open qualifying for October, I believe. But I definitely took it over in October. So this is 6 years for me. 471 Brodin Damps, 530 for Tristop. Brodin Damp, the first one into 19 at 501. Tristop, 2 more Tetrises available. Won't be quite enough for 600, but it's still a considerable lead. And there we go. 579 transition for Tristop. Thanks, Huckax. So Tristop almost the 100,000 point lead and behind in lines. We're trying to weather a little bit of a drought. Get out your trouts. It is a drought. Tristop gets a couple of bars here, 657. Brodin trying to clear away that little gap there and start scoring again. He's just going to chuck long bars over that right side. He's not going to mess around. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can you can offer bits to the channel. You can subscribe to the channel. You can gift sub to the channel. And if you're on YouTube, you've got super chats, super stickers, super thanks, super this and that. So feel free. 752 Tristop, 566 Brodin Damp. Long bar column 9 Tristop to get set up. Taking a skim here, trying to establish, build out that left while he waits for the bar, gets some bars. 841 for him. So about 185,000 point lead for Tristop at the moment. All right, when the lines are tied, which they are right now, it's about 100, about 185. Tristop really on the rise, winning. He had that deep run in CTWC. He's got 2 regional wins, Philadelphia and Montreal. And now looking to make a run here in Masters, the one of the accomplishments that has eluded him so far. Brodin's got the 2, but unfortunately those were during the non-prize pool era, so I'm sure he'd love to sew one up for an actual prize this time. Oh, and he won in Columbus as well. I wasn't aware of that. Brodin with that S piece, that's going to slow him down a little bit, and we are, oh no, that line on top as well. So Tristop has the max out. He's got an A53. Brodin with the 868. Just a few lines until we hit 29. We'll see what Brodin can do here. It looks like he has switched to rolling. And he's going to need it with this stack right now. Brodin is into, Tristop's into 29, A76. Brodin is in 883. He's got to bring this down before he can have a thought of doing anything else. Tristop Tetris B52. That right side for Brodin is going to be kind of a mess here. Brodin going to top out here 894. Just brought too complicated of a stack too high into 29 and was not able to continue. So GG's to Tristop. You have taken game number 2. Let's go 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Oh shoot, I wasn't on mic. Sorry about that, guys. My mic was... This is the kind of constant struggle as I try to deal with what I'm going through at the moment is moving my mic up and down because I have a headset mic. Yeah, sorry about that, Hawkex. Tron Disc says top-notch sake, hamachi, unagi, and delicious mochi green tea ice cream. Actually made a live stream. Plus, it's the weekend. Equals make these matches interesting, and let's friggin' go. All right, well, you got a lot of things going. Tron Disc focused on the positive, celebrating life. Love to see it. We're underway here, Brodin Damp. A couple Tetrises on the board already. But trying to reestablish well, and does 96,000. Brodin Damp 92 for Tristop. He's got an open well now. All right, Brodin with that Z placement, a little sus, but didn't cost him too many lines. Long bar down Tetris, Tristop 118. And Josh Como on YouTube saying, haven't heard anything about Rebirth progress. Yeah, I think players have kind of fallen out. You know, they were kind of going for it heading into CTWC. CTWC kind of stole the focus. And then the, our DAS tournament started after that. So players are sort of following DAS. Now, we will be having No Cap November. So it's possible that as we approach that, players will start training for that again. And that will orient them more, or some of them anyway, more toward line-out strats and that kind of thing. But, if you think about it, Rebirth is going to take like 2 hours of continuous rolling. And, the more I think about it, I'm not sure that I necessarily want to see it. I just think that it's very, it's very stressful. And I think there are some players who can play Tetris without a lot of hand and arm issues, and some people who can't. I think people are just, come into this game with different physical abilities and tendencies and dispositions and all that. And so some of them might be able to do it, but for the rest of them, I think they should kind of save themselves. 270 for Brodin Damp, 331 for Tristop. No cap crash enabled? I mean, yeah. That's a good question. Should we have crash enabled for No Cap November? That's basically just playing the game, right? You thought it was tomorrow night. Scheduling said it was Sunday. Well, we put all the scheduling in your local time zone, SV. So are you not able to make it tonight, or are you going to make it? You're not late. No, you are not late. You'll be playing next. So, yeah. So warm up. If no crash. Yeah, we've got to set up the crash. I think No Cap November has to have the crash. The crash is like the big news of the year. And while I know this isn't going to happen, wouldn't it be flippin' crazy if we had a double crash comp game? I mean, we're in the business of manufacturing great moments. And that is just a viral headline in the waiting, right? So I think we got to do it. 443 for Brodin Damp, 524 Tristop. We got to walk before we can run, right? We got to get double crash, and then maybe the year after we'll get double rebirth. This year, I think crash enabled is the way to go. Maybe we'll call it Crash Masters. $570 Tristop, 472 for Brodin Damp. Somebody should put a bounty out on a double crash in No Cap November. 575 transition for Tristop. Kind of a high board though. Long bar over Tetris. He's going to get that. 521 for Brodin Damp into 19. Maybe we lift the real-time advice just for that month. Just what? For crash dodge coaching? $680 Tristop, $580 for Brodin Damp. Tristop with about 127,000 point lead here in game number 3. Brodin needs to win to stay in. But right now he's back by a good margin. Is using the third player controller hack allowed? Yeah, no, we're gonna be crash enabled. I think I've decided right now. We got to give an opportunity for that headline to happen, right? And it's technically not a cap. It's the built-in mechanic or the built-in, game. So it's like I didn't impose it. Tetris Tristop 875, 698 for Brodin. Long bar over Tetris Tristop 968 on 25. Tetris Brodin 771. And if we get here's an incentive for all the Vandy haters. You can, if we get double crash in a game, I'll retire. I'll get out of your lives. So there's the big incentive. Max out for Tristop on 27. He's got another Tetris here. A61. 845 for Brodin Damp. No, believe me, when I retire, I will retire, Unless I have to take it out, unless somebody's like really messing it up and I gotta force my way back in. Tetris for Tristop CO3. He's got the 1.2, 919 for Brodin Damp, just 9 lines away from 29. Long bar over Tetris Tristop C79. Brodin Damp so far behind right now, and Tristop just looks like he is locked in. Another Tetris for Tristop. Brodin, oh, nice skim there for Brodin to open that well. Long bar into 29 at 971 or so. And he's got a lot of ground to make up, and that middle of that board is just a mess. Left side is cut off. Brodin Damp gonna top out, and Tristop is good. Tristop, go ahead and mullen this out, no problem. Brodin, thank you for being a sport here. Tristop is really on another level right here, but it's always great to see one of our great champions, a great legend of the sport here in Masters, and I hope to see you again, and you just got to work on that rolling, bro. I mean, Tristop on another level, 34, and he's, a Tetris and change away from the rollover, but this is slowing him down quite a bit. Oh no, that left side, are you serious? Dude, he was gonna get it. He was trying to get that 2 million. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.